Okay, what does Jack Lousma think about what is actually going to happen during liftoff? It can be a rough ride, and we have this pre-recorded statement by him on what it's going to be like. Here's Jack Lousma.
The space shuttle, as I understand it from talking to the previous crews, when the main engines ignite on the shuttle, it tilts forward a little bit because it's setting cantilevered there on the SRB thrusters, and so it moves forward a little bit and then responds by rocking back, and at exactly that instant the main SRBs ignite, and there's a lot of vibration. Able to read the instruments, but a lot of vibration, a lot of clatter, a lot of noise, a very metallic sounding ring and vibration to it all the way up until the solid boosters separate. And when that happens and the solid boosters go away, then it's a very smooth, quiet ride on the three main engines of the shuttle.
Oh, there it goes. There's the orbiter access arm now. Has been removed away from the shuttle assemblage from the Columbia.
Right on time, right at 7 minutes.
7 minutes, yes.
This lets the crew know that they're a little bit closer.
You can look right down there, see?
Frank, there's nothing like standing on top of that structure, whether it's a shuttle or the old Apollo. It's almost like you can look up and down the coast from Washington, D.C. to Miami.
I remember Michael Collins saying that on one side you saw all of man's technology and so forth, you know, the VAB and everything else. And then you look on the other side and there is the primeval sea.
It's a harmony of technology and nature all in one bundle. It says, you know, maybe we can really do it.
Well, the countdown clock is still going. Of course, we have to get past that magic 31-second mark, which brought us to a halt the last time around. But everything certainly seems to be looking pretty good, and they did get a good, favorable report from John Young on the weather.
And it's getting better again. It's just started to break up again. I believe the weather probably will not be a factor. The crew sounds great. I've been listening to them. They're more than ready to go. I think the biggest disappointment they could have at this time, obviously, would not be going, and there's no plan for that.
Well, you know what it's like, don't you, to have to climb out?
Well, but the weights, you know, we talked about launch delays this morning, and, you know, Deke Slayton perhaps has had the longest launch delay of anybody, 16 years.
Yes, that's the orbiter access arm pulling away, and you could see just down below there the track along which the shuttle was brought out from the VAB.
They wheel it up on this big tractor at barely a mile an hour. This happened some 6 weeks ago as it was brought to the pad.
Temperatures, pressures, and physical stresses on the orbiter. Recorded information for playback after
Jules Bergman, you're in the firing room there at Launch Control. This is a new experience for you on a manned mission, isn't it, to be inside there?
I was in the firing room, Frank. I'm now down below
oh, you're out now?
With the crowd. And I can tell you that I came from the firing room just minutes ago, and there was no concern about the weather, Gene. General Jim Abramson, the new head of the shuttle program, was walking around very relaxed, talking to Jim Beggs, the NASA administrator. And George Page waved at me, didn't look at all concerned. And they obviously had just heard from John Young, flying the shuttle training aircraft on weather recon, if you will.
Yes.
Well, it's Jules, this sort of represents the kind of attitude and confidence we're developing. This, I believe, is a chase plane that's out there over the coast. We can see the Cape from a television camera located in the other chase plane, and somewhere down below is Columbia, just warming up for
yes, you can see the outline of the beach there and the cloud cover, too.
It looks very clear from up there.
Yeah. Now we're getting a view from...
6.8 seconds.
All right, let's hear once again Launch Control and Hugh Harris.
The solid motor ignition
4 minutes away.
Culminating with ignition and liftoff at T0. T-minus 3 minutes, 55 seconds and counting.
The crew clock is right on. Thank you, MTD.
The final helium purge of the orbiter's main engine has started to ensure that there's no surplus hydrogen or oxygen in the area at the time of ignition. T-minus 3 minutes, 40 seconds and counting. The elevon, speed brake, and rudder are being moved through a pre-programmed pattern to ensure that they are ready to be used during the flight. T-minus 3 minutes, 28 seconds and counting. The shuttle is now on internal power. However, the fuel cells are still receiving their fuels from the ground support equipment for about another minute.
3:15, mark.
T-minus 3 minutes, 12 seconds and counting. The profile checks of the aero surfaces are now complete, and the engine gimbal or movement check of the main engines on the orbiter is underway to ensure that they are ready for flight control. T-minus 3 minutes and counting. T-minus 2 minutes, 55 seconds. The liquid oxygen valve for filling the external tank is closed and pressurization has begun. After the tank is pressurized, the hold capability is limited to 3 minutes and 36 seconds. T-minus 2 minutes, 40 seconds and counting.
Go ahead. Okay, clear course to morning memory.
Gaseous oxygen vent arm is being retracted.
Minus 2:30, mark.
T-minus 2 minutes, 30 seconds and counting. The fuel cell's ground supply of oxygen and hydrogen has been terminated, and the vehicle is now using its onboard supply.
Minus 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
T-minus 2 minutes, 15 seconds. The main engines have been moved to start position. The astronauts have cleared the caution and warning memories in their onboard computers and verified there are no unexpected errors.
Configure for liftoff.
T-minus 2 minutes and counting. The astronauts are configuring the APUs for auxiliary power units for liftoff. The liquid hydrogen valve has been closed and flight pressurization underway. T-minus 1 minute, 45 seconds and counting. The computers are automatically verifying the readiness of the main engines at the T-minus 1 minute point. T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds and counting.
There's Amy.
T-minus 1 minute, 20 seconds and counting.
Minus 150.
T-minus 1 minute, 15 seconds. The liquid hydrogen tank is at flight pressure.
This is where I go on
Coming up on the 1 minute point in our
Let's turn
countdown.
around, Jim, and watch it. Come on now.
1 minute prior to the liftoff of the third space shuttle mission. T-minus 1 minute and counting. The firing system for the sound suppression water system on the pad is armed.
Let's get past T-minus 31, and then we'll know we're gone.
T-minus
On the way.
50 seconds and counting.
Speed, my friends.
T-minus 45. We're 14 seconds away from switching command of the countdown from the ground computers to onboard computers. The development flight instrumentation recorders are on. T-minus 33 seconds and counting. The Gach vent arm is fully retracted, and
Here we
we're
go.
switching control of the countdown to the onboard computers.
Here we go.
T-minus 25 seconds. The sequencer on the orbiter is now controlling
We'll
the
see the
final
water spray
seconds.
in just a moment, I
T-minus
believe.
20 seconds.
Every time's the first time, guys.
T-minus 15, 14, 13,
There's
12, 10.
there's the water.
We're go for main engine ignition. 8, 7, 6. We have main engine ignition.
Watch the rollover now.
Houston, now control main mission control. Roll maneuver starting.
Roll over on her back.
20 seconds. Thrust looks good.
Hit the golf course. Watch him come through that cloud.
26 seconds. Roll maneuver completed. 30 seconds. So 1 nautical mile in altitude. Throttling engines down now to 68% as programmed. 38 seconds. Board status looks good. Mission control.
Oh, is that
42 seconds. Columbia now 3 nautical miles in altitude. 46 seconds. Coming up now and create a maximum aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle.
They're getting a rough ride at this point.
is where they're shaking?
Pass through max Q. Still looking good. Throttling engines back to 100%. Giving it a go and throttle up.
What a pretty sight. Look at that trail all the way to the ground. She's pitching over now.
Mark 1 minute 10 seconds. Columbia now 7 nautical miles in altitude, 4 nautical miles downrange. Velocity now reading 2,700 feet per second. Roger, 460. Mark 1 minute 25 seconds. Columbia now 11 nautical miles in altitude, 8 nautical miles downrange. Roger, we're looking. That was Jack with Lousma reporting a free on loop flight. 1 minute 40 seconds. Coming up on the seats for altitude is too high for ejection seat use.
Okay, they're beyond ejection seat. No need to use them anyway.
Mark 1
Means they're
minute
going to stay on
55
board.
seconds. Columbia now 21 nautical miles in altitude, 19 nautical miles downrange. 2 minutes 2 seconds. Standing by for solid
engines will shut down. There they go.
There it goes.
Okay, there's one offering.
2 minutes, 15 seconds. Confirm solid rocket booster separation.
Roger, Columbia, we confirm guidance converged.
2 minutes, 23 seconds. Onboard guidance is converging this program. Columbia is now steering for a precise window in space for main engine cutoff. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Standing by for 2-engine TAL capability.
Bingo converged at 8:35. Roger.
Sound calm, don't they?
Sounds like they're right on.
Houston, you have 2-engine TAL capability. Roger,
Okay, both engines.
2 minutes, 45 seconds. I call up High Capcom. Terry Hart says that Columbia now has a 2-engine auto landing capability at Rotornote Naval Air Station, Spain. Columbia now 42 nautical miles in altitude, 58 nautical miles to